So let's walk through some of the features of Microsoft Teams meetings. We'll start by joining a meeting. You can join by clicking the join button when your meeting is scheduled, and it will give you a preview screen so you can decide if you want your video off or on. If you want your video on, you can choose a background that you like. So let's go with this pretty bridge. Why not? You can also check your audio, make sure everything's good, ready to go. And when you're ready, go ahead and join your meeting. So here we are inside our Microsoft Teams meeting. From here, you've got several options. You can see who else has been invited to the meeting and who else is in the meeting. You can also go ahead and invite people right from here. Here you've got chat in your meeting, so you can be messaging or responding with comments and participating during the meeting as people are presenting or asking questions. You can weigh in with information right here. Reactions. Here's a place where you can, again, add your participation in a way that is not disruptive to the meeting. So if someone's making announcements that you're excited about, you can do an applause and it will show up on the screen just briefly and then it'll go away. Another common reaction is the raise hand. If you've got a question in a meeting and you don't want to interrupt, but you do want to let people know you have a question, you can raise your hand right here. I've also seen people use the raise your hand option for taking a quick poll. So who all met their deadline, that kind of thing. You can use the raise hand for that as well. And then you can lower it when you're done. As a presenter, if you see a dot like this, that is a sign that someone has their hand raised. And as you can see, there's ways to help manage the meeting by seeing who's got their hand raised so you know who to call on, that kind of thing. So that's helpful. So I will lower my hand. Other things that you've got available here, of course, you can turn your camera on and off. You can turn your mic on and off. You can share your screen. So lots of options here in terms of sharing your screen. Here's the most important ones, I think, is choosing between sharing your whole screen or sharing a particular window with specific information on it. So if you share your whole screen, they can see everything you do. But if you share just a window, they can only see the things that you're doing in that window. So that can be helpful as you go through your meetings. There are some more actions here. So you can do a few things. You can start recording. You can record the meeting. You can change your background. If enough people are in the meeting, you'll have some additional options to see people's videos, a large gallery or together mode. The regular gallery is more, Brady Bunch style. It's not a ton of faces, but when you've got more people in, you've got more options on how to view and interact with those other video feeds. Now, a lot of the features that I just showed you here in meetings are the same for phone and video calls inside Teams as well. So let me bump over and show you a phone call. So here I've got a phone call set up with Bob Tomato, and this is a Teams phone call. I've called him through Teams. Bob works for a different organization, but they also use Teams, and so I'm able to call him internally with all the same features as calling people inside my organization. So I have the option to turn my camera on, I can mute, I can share my screen, I can chat, and then I've got the same options as I had in my meeting, more or less, where I can record, etc. So similar options available here in calling as well. And that is a little bit about Teams meetings and calls features.